Well, what you just seen then was a time lapse of Reolink's Altas PT Ultra 360 camera that we are going to be installing in this video. Now that I've got the boat, I'm going to be moving it to a different part of my property, and that's what brings me to the sponsorship of this video, Reolink. Now, when Reolink contacted me, they said they were going to send me out the Altas PT Ultra camera, which I'm going to show you how to install it and also show you some of the footage and some of the features on this camera. So let's get into it. So this is the camera they sent out right here, nice and packaged up. We'll unbox it together, and I've sent out a SD card which I can put in there just so I can record stuff, more storage, and also the solar panel. So this is going to be a massive option, or a massive win, because I don't have to get up there and change the battery, and yeah, it should just stay charged all year round, which is perfect. So first thing first, we've got the memory card, as I said, that they sent out, and now let's get the camera out. Now this is the first time I've actually seen this and taken it out of the box as well, so yeah, this should be interesting. Okay, what have we got here? So we've got all the pamphlets, instructions, we've got some wall mounting templates which are perfect, operation manual, and looks like we also have a sticker to throw on your window at home. So we'll pop that aside. Okay, so here's the camera itself. It's actually got some weight to it, which is nice. It's good that it actually feels quite good quality. So we've got front of the camera, obviously still got the protection on it. I'll leave that on there just after I finish installing it. We've got the aerial, and we've got the bracket on the back here, plus this little rubber flap underneath, which is where we can plug the solar panel in. Alright, what we got here? We've got a box full of, so we got the mounting strap. This is here if you want to mount it to like a pole that you don't want to screw into, like could be a drain pipe or something that you can't penetrate with screws. So this is the perfect option for that. Gives you this, plus also a mounting bracket. So you got the screws, you got nice metal camera bracket here, you got a charge cable. All right, next up we have the solar panel. So this should be interesting to see what this one looks like. Same again, we've got our pamphlet, double check there's nothing else in there that we need. Just a mounting bracket there, or mounting template I should say. Bit of cardboard, don't need that. And look at that, it's actually a really nice panel, nice and thin, really long cable, which is good. So if you obviously need it in a different location where the actual camera is, you've got plenty of length there to connect it. Another mounting strap that comes with this. This is the adjustable bracket for the solar panel. This here is just a plate for your bracket to go around. So what will happen is that you'll feed the cable, this strap behind that, and then you'll screw this into there, and then that allows you to ratchet and tie this down, just to tie down onto an actual pole. Nice little foam sticky pad, which would be nice just to sit on there first, then you can just mount it straight on. And then we have, looks like a cable for the solar panel to plug into the camera. So what I'm going to do first, before we go out and install it, I'm just going to put the SD card in. So I've got the SD card out of the slot. Now it goes actually underneath the camera here. So I'll just try and poke that in there so we get the right way. And that is the wrong way. There's the right way. I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh yeah, got it. There we go. Pop the cap back on. Nice and sealed. There we go. All right, so we're up here to install the camera. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be installing it underneath this beam, just for the reason it's protected, plus it faces out towards the road. That way I get full angle sort of looking at the front of my property and also down the other side where the boat's going to be. So it should be able to track and clear everything looking around. So what I've done, because this beam and the bracket goes this way, I've just made up a little aluminium bracket on the side here. That's just going to give me another mounting point to fix the other side of these screws. So I'll go and fix this off first and then we can mount this bracket. Now that's done, we can now mount this nice and secure on that bracket and it won't go anywhere. I know the camera angle's not very good, but I'll show you in a second what I've done. Alright, so now I'm going to use the template that is supplied. Now you'll see that the holes don't line up, so you've got two that are closer together and two further apart. The ones that are closer together is going to be facing the direction the camera wants to point. This really makes installation really easy. Anyone could do this. I'm going to pre-drill my holes because this is hardwood, don't want to snap them. And that part is done. Pull your template off. Discard of that, don't need that anymore. Now get your mounting bracket right here and the 4 holes. Now this is orientated, so you've got up and down. This one here is going to be mounted up to the ceiling, so it's going to be pointing that way. Like so. Right, there you have it, nice and easy. Now, yes, the screws are very long. You could cut them off. I'm not going to bother. It's too high up in the air. You're not even going to see them. So that's all it is. Now we slip the camera on, and then there's 2 side holes here that we're going to fix the side through the camera and into that so that it doesn't fall off. All right, so now we're going to put the camera on. Slip on there, pop the aerial up, and we'll get the 2 little locking screws and we'll put them in very gently. Right, so we've got the solar panel now and we're going to mount that. Now mine is going to be about 3 meters away, so that is why this 3 meter cable really comes in handy. So to actually get the good sun position, I'm going to be mounting it over a little bit further away from it, but it should get its sun pretty much like past midday, so which is what I want. So anyway, let's just get this mounted up here now and then we'll plug it in, turn it on. I do apologise, I couldn't actually hold the camera and do that in one go, but anyway, let's get this we'll loosen this off, because what that does is allows us to spin this little ball here. We can move it to where we want and we can tighten it off. Okay, so as you can see, now I can position this any way I want, so I'll just nip that up a bit so it's nice and firm. And then we can tighten it. Do apologise with the camera angles here. There we go. We have sun. Now it's just a matter of feeding this cable down underneath to the camera. Best thing I love about this camera, it's got 10 seconds pre-recording. This means it can start recording 10 seconds before it even detects motion. So if someone walks by, the camera can capture what happened just before they entered the frame. This camera can also capture ultra clear high definition video in 4K resolution even at night. This helps you see details like faces, clothes, objects clearly even in low situations, making it easy to identify anything that is important. Imagine charging your camera only once a year. With a 500-day battery life, this camera can run over a year on just one charge. You won't need to worry about plugging it in or taking it down to charge frequency, this making it super convenient, especially in hard to reach places. If you want to find out more about this camera, I'll leave a link in the description of all the specifications. Alright, so what I'm going to do is give you a quick look at the app. So I've already downloaded it. You basically open it up and I've also connected my camera. So this will be the main screen. You can click on your camera and open it up and view it. Now down the bottom here you can actually cycle through here and move your camera whichever direction you want. You can go up, down. This is, as I said, this is 360. So you've also got return to the point that I have set. So if I turn that, it'll actually go back to the position I want the camera to set at all the time. You have also presets here. So you got position 1, which is in now, position 2, which will cycle around to the left, the right, and then around to the left to position 3, which will go all the way around the other side of the house. Then you can just hit return or position 1 and go back to the other side. Now another good thing with this, you can actually take a screen record, so you can actually start recording the situation, which it will automatically do as well. You hit stop, it'll save it straight to your gallery. You can take a snapshot also. Now let's go into settings. With settings, pretty straightforward. It'll give you battery. I'm only at 72% just because I didn't fully charge it when I put it up there, but you'll pretty much get enough charge during the day if you've got sunlight to keep it fully charged. Display is all pretty much what you want to do is if you want to just remove your watermark or where you want the timestamp and everything, you can just locate that around the screen. The sounds is pretty standard. You can have it to full volume so you can talk through it, which is actually very clear on this camera. With your light, you've got an LED status light. Now this is just the front of the camera, so it's a small little LED so you can see the operation. The camera is operational for people if they're going to be looking at the camera. I've chosen to have that off. Also you've got the spotlight, which I have off at the moment because I have a floodlight out there as well, so I'm not needed it. Going down the bottom here, you have the motion sensor I have on. Now the most important one is probably detection alarm. Now I have this set to auto tracking, so the camera will follow the object, person, vehicles I don't really have set at the moment because I don't want it picking up the vehicles on the road going past, and then animals. Now the good thing about this, now I don't have the vehicle set, but if I go into person here and you can choose object size of what you want it to pick up and also a non-detection zone. Now what this does is you can actually get your little paintbrush here and you can scribble to wherever you want it not to detect, and that'll also do that. So I'll erase that because I don't need it in that situation. So scrolling down, you've just got camera recording on. So mine is, you can actually set this to whether you wanted to obviously post recording plus pre-recording I've got on. I have that set to the max, which is 10 seconds. Continuous recording I have off, but you can have it obviously on continuous recording. Moving down, you've just got your push notifications, email alerts, your FTP I have off. Siren I have off as well, it does have an alarm on it. You can have either Amazon Alexa or you can have Google. I've also got time lapse, which you've seen at the beginning of the video. Now this is probably wondering why you need time lapse on the camera. Well, you might want to actually record activity at night on your property, and this makes it very easy, especially when it captures full color 4K vision at night. This will be very useful in certain situations. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to test the camera and see how it tracks me. So I'm going to walk down until I get in frame. I'm going to record it on my phone and see where it picks me up and how it tracks me. So we'll hit record on my phone and let's see how it performs. So we should be coming into frame. Okay, the camera has seen me, and now we're going to walk to the back of the yard. And it is tracking me really well at the moment, so look at that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk back to the front of the yard, see if it moves and follows me the whole way. And we're going to walk back closer to the house as well, see if it actually can keep me in view. And it does, look at that. Alright, so that works absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check this out at night. Alright, so we're going to test it at night now. As you can see, it's very dark. So this is off my normal camera that I film with, pitch black, and let's see how it looks. So be coming into frame now. Alright, we're going to walk exactly the same path. So it's still tracking me. Alright, let's check out the footage. Well, as you can see, the footage at daytime and night in full color 4K looks absolutely fantastic. Massive thanks to Reolink for sponsoring this video, and if you want to check out more details on the Altas PT Ultra, make sure you use my link in the description and use Scotty Bill 5s to get 5% off, or you can just scan the QR code here in the corner. Anyway, that's all we have time for in this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and be sure to stick around. We've got another boat video coming out soon, so make sure you stick around and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.